Well, it's hard if you, I mean, it's hard no matter what speed you go. Even if you're going really slow, it's hard for it. And a lot of the kids that we do it for, high school and middle school students, they have to always put their phone down because they're paying attention more to the phone than they are to the road. And a lot of them, when they're turning, they use one hand. They try to use two hands, but it's so difficult to turn sometimes that they got to put the phone down to use two hands. And sometimes, if they don't, they run into cones, they run over cones. And we try to use the scenario of, you know, these might be people that you might be hitting, and I mean, just to get a more of a live scenario, and them to think a little bit more, as far as them thinking, hey, these are kids that you're around, and you have to pay attention at all times, because I mean, distracted driving in any situation is terrible. I mean, you see the commercials out there about distracted driving, and it's difficult. It's difficult going around corners with one hand and you have a cell phone in the other and you're trying to pay attention to it. And especially with kids, because they're more interested in the cell phone and texting than they are paying attention to the road and what's on it. And I mean, you have more experienced drivers that think they know, hey, I can do it at the same time. Well, it's even more difficult for them sometimes too.
What happens with the cell phone is if we have any type of major accident or fatality, their cell phone's going to be located, it's going to be seized, and it's going to eventually make its way to my office where we'll do an extraction of data on it. And from there we'll be able to tell if they were texting or possibly just making a phone call at the time that an accident occurred.
Oh, okay. All right.